always like an average student and had like terrible ADHD.
Coffee, Adderall, it gets the brain going. But I have tried to wean off of it because I don't want it not to work when I need it.
We're drowning in the sea of overstimulation and digital distractions.
Overstimulated.
All right, welcome back to Overstimulated, the podcast where we try to talk about a lot of things in a short amount of time, but we usually run way over. Today we are joined once again by two very talented men that happen to be fitness coaches, bodybuilders, influencers, full-time students, brothers, and now the newest athletes in the Gymshark family. These two have pioneered a space for gym humor on TikTok and Instagram, and in the process have helped over 700 clients with their personal fitness journeys and accumulated several 100 million views across all platforms. Raj and Ro, welcome to the show.
That was a hell of an intro, bro.
I tried.
That's some research.
Yeah. Awesome. So I guess my first question is, have you guys got sick of each other yet?
I feel like you asked us this last time, did you? It feels like a repeat question.
It is a repeat question.
No, I think we're doing fine, honestly, because the good thing is we live together, right? But then we don't.
Wait,
we
really?
don't actually,
I thought you lived in a dorm.
Yeah, no. So we live in Heritage, so it's an apartment. So we have our own rooms. We don't really do much outside of what we have to do. So it's like, we see each other a lot in the day, but it's not like we get sick of each other at any point.
You don't spend like every second together?
No. Yeah, we're not like constantly together the entire time or anything like that.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
It is, it definitely does get, I mean, we get it, like the only time it gets bad is when we actually have to do something. Like when we have it's loud, right?
Yeah, it's loud as shit.
I was like, damn.
All right, now we're fine.
Yeah, but the only time it gets bad is when we actually have to like sit down and do something. So like if we're just hanging out, like it's always fun. But then every time we have to like come up with something, actually do work together, then I get annoyed at him so quick because we always have like disagreements. And so that's when it gets annoying and but after that, when we're hanging out, it just goes back to normal.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotcha. How have you two managed your stress levels and maintained your balance in your lives with getting more and more busy?
It's been so tough, honestly, this year, especially at the end of the semester, just because, like, I mean, school was picking up, or school was always there, and then the coaching business has been going well. We're trying to go into some other businesses as well right now, so it's just all been like compiling. Honestly, it hasn't been balanced. It's really just compromising on school is the only way it works.
Are the grades like still fine?
They're like fine. Like I get like just for example, like the last week I was the low on both of my exams, but I'm still gonna pass the classes, but it's not great. Yeah,
D's to get degrees, dude.
Exactly. I'll get the degree for sure, but it may take me a little while.
Yeah. What are you gonna do when Rohan starts to be able to throw up more weight than you?
There's a while. There's
not a while.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
I guarantee there's some movement out there that I can outlift him on right now.
No, there was one thing like I think he did more than me once. It was like
I saw one video. Yeah, it was like incline bench or something. Yeah, it was like you did 6 or you did 7.
Well, we faked that.
Well, I figured.
You can't do that. But
there was a time when I actually did. I did get like 1 or 2 more reps on. It was like we were in, I think it's Zoo Culture in LA, and there was this really weird like obscure incline fly machine. And I was able to, this was like peak bulk. I think I got like 1 or 2 more reps.
Like a random ass machine that he was like able to do.
I'll take it. It exists. Yeah. I get the credit for it.
It's fire. All right. So I want to talk like a lot more about training this episode on your guys, like what you guys do for training and stuff. So I feel like I didn't really touch on that last time. So can each of you like run me through like an average day of eating for you guys? Like how many calories you looking at?
So recently I switched it up because I've been trying to like go whole foods because I used to just shove powders on my body, but now it's just all whole foods. So the morning I wake up, 1,000 calories of oats, and I swear to God, just because
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but the chicken is so hard to eat because it's so dry. So I started blending it, and like God. No, I swear. Yeah, so I blend I think I blend 15 ounces of chicken in the morning. Drink that with orange juice. And then after that, it's just a cup of rice, beef, and then that's like my day.
Yeah, no, I'm not at chicken blending level yet, but I mean, yeah, it's very similar. Like I just pound back like I think it's around 300 grams of oats in the morning, and that's like all my carbs, and it's just all whole foods for now. But
so like just overall diet wise, it's so high in carbs is really what it is, high in protein, and then low in fats. That's the only restriction. Yeah.
Damn, I'm too much of like a foodie to want to do like have a diet like that.
There's I feel like there's tasty ways to do it. Like like ground.
Well, that
beef.
doesn't sound fucking tasty.
No, the
dude.
chicken, yeah, the chicken sucks. Every morning, it's hard to get out of bed because I know I have to do that. But the beef, it tastes so good. 93%. Yeah, you could put right. I could eat that
I
all
just
day.
put that steak seasoning on it, and it's just fine.
And you can eat it plain. Like it's not even. You don't have to spice it up or anything. It's just great.
Oh, I don't know about that. Do you guys have a cheat day?
I wouldn't say a necessary. He does it more than me for sure.
I have cheat because I want to live. Right? I'm not trying to I don't want to just skip out on everything. So if I really feel like I want to have something, like I'll usually have it. I'm not like forcing myself, but I try to keep it under wraps as much as I can.
Yeah, but I get that.
The cheat, like there's no specific day, but if we're going out to dinner and some stuff, like honestly, I've come to learn I feel like it's so stupid to restrict certain things and compromise like spending time with your family or having a good time with friends. Like sometimes that definitely matters more than just missing macros for one day. Like there's bigger things to worry about.
I totally get that. Yeah, I just try to. I don't do like a designated cheat day. I just try to do like some things here and there spread throughout the week.
You have to have something to look forward to. Like when there's nothing to look forward to and you're just the bland diet the entire it's just so depressing.
Right. How many calories a day do you guys eat? Like normally, do you track that between bulks and like cuts?
So yeah, for me, peak bulk, which I think was like a week ago, I'm cutting now, but it was I think I got up to 400, and so nothing crazy.
400 calories?
Or no, 4,400. 4,400.
I was gonna say that's a lot though.
Yeah, the problem was the carbs, just getting in all that because like I was telling, like protein, like we all stick around 210 or 220, and then fats you keep low. So I just had like I was just eating like so many like rice cakes, oatmeal, and then by the end of the day I was like sick. But that's kind of how it was for me.
Yeah. And then I'm not nearly that. I'm trying to bulk right now, like slowly, and I'm at around 2,800, but I'm having to increase it pretty quickly.
What about you guys? Do you guys track or?
Roughly, I try to keep it at like 2,500 or 3,000 ish a day, but I don't. I just try to keep it like minimal on the saturated fats and more on, like lean protein. Like carbs that aren't shitty. I don't know, just like similar to you guys, but probably there's definitely more like fats and stuff mixed in.
Yeah,
it's definitely tough to avoid.
Yeah, it is hard to avoid.
Anything that tastes good, like if like the immediate, like
literally.
When I try and up the leanness of the beef, like from 93 to like 96, it just goes to shit. It just starts tasting terrible. Or like if you even add a little bit of cheese or guacamole, everything tastes so good, but like just fats for some reason.
Right. How many days a week do you guys lift?
6 days a week.
It
doesn't really.
6 days a week. The last time I think I missed a day was we were going to India and like we were traveling over winter break we were traveling, so like the 3 days, it's like 3 days of travel. That's like the only 3 days I've missed for like I think since college.
There was one time there was one time before that we were on vacation. I think it was like to South Carolina or something with our cousins, and then we go, he's expecting, so he didn't lift earlier that day because he's expecting the hotel or the apartment or wherever we're staying to have a gym there. And then we go there and it turns out it's closed. So he starts like freaking out. And I see him.
He's going to get fat.
I see him just gradually lose his mind. And then eventually he just goes back to the apartment and he tells my little cousin, who was like, I think like 10 years old, he says, sit on this chair. And he starts like curling the chair.
It was honestly, it was stupid. I don't know what was wrong with me at the time. It was just like there's bigger things to worry about. I feel like I've definitely changed.
I get it though. Like I'm always afraid I'm going to get fat. Like I can't just like, if I just eat a bunch of shit one day, I just feel so fucking fat and I need to like go to the gym for like 3 hours the next day.
Yeah, just mentally.
We went to Tennessee like this past weekend and like all we had was like fried food and like beer. And like even those like 2 days I was like, I need to go home and just like lift and sit in the sauna for 12 minutes to restart. Like,
do you guys use saunas?
No, dude, I haven't.
I've never used one.
Yeah, I've never used one.
No, I've been in one just for like the fun of it, but I don't see, there's no real reason to do it.
Everyone that goes in saunas makes it like the biggest deal though. Like ice baths and saunas.
Do.
Yeah, like everyone has to know they do that. Yeah.
Well, I feel like
fuck you guys.
You do what? You do cold showers, right?
Yeah, no. So I don't know. I was like being unproductive and I went to Punta Cana for spring break and I'd never been in a sauna before, but they had like a spa and like after like I had a hangover, I'd go in this like the sauna and then the steam room and then this ice room and then like do an ice plunge. And it was super relaxing. Yeah. And I was like, well, I mean, I already pay so much money for my gym. So like I might as well use the sauna. So I started waking up at like in the morning, like get my lift in, sauna, and cold shower, and I started my day like that for an entire week. It was awesome. I already fell through. Like I'm not doing it right now.
How did you feel though? Did it actually help you think?
Yeah, I just like the sauna because like after you work out, it's kind of nice to just sit down and just like, because I personally don't sweat a ton whenever I'm lifting. Like no matter, like unless it's leg day, weirdly enough, but like chest or back or like any upper body, I can't sweat. So like I just kind of feel like I forcefully have to get in there just to like kind of drain water or like lose something. It just feels better.
Yeah.
Through your experience being personal trainers, have you seen like any unhealthy trends that you think people do that you try to like correct?
The biggest one I come across is just like smoking and vaping and
really,
that's the big one. Like,
do you think it makes a big difference?
I think it definitely does. I mean, those cravings. I feel like it affects your hunger levels too, doesn't it? I mean, I don't vape, so I've never known, but they say
it increases your metabolism.
It does. Well, that's a good thing. I feel like
sort of. Raj about to start vaping.
Bulk.
Wait, does it really? Because that would be a good thing. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a smoker and like my metabolism's through the roof. But like my issue is like I already undereat. Like I eat breakfast and then I have dinner. So like I kind of fast because I'm not trying to bulk. But like it just makes my metabolism faster. So I eat something and like an hour later I'm hungry and I'm probably doing something. So
right.
It's awful. But
so I guess So for people that are trying to lose weight, I guess that would be bad because you would have to eat more, or you feel like you would have to eat, or it'd make you hungrier. I don't know.
What are your guys' thoughts on fasting?
I don't think there's any real purpose behind it. I've done a good amount of research on it because there's a lot of people who come to me and they're like, oh, do I need the intermittent fast to lose weight? Turns out the answer is just you have to vape.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't see any point to it. Like it might help you control your appetite, but most of the time what happens is they fast and then they splurge after. And then it ends up just setting them right back.
Yeah, it all evens out. I feel like it's just so simple. I don't know why people try and complicate it with like intermittent fasting. Just eat a deficit and you'll lose weight. Like there's no reason to do all that, I feel like.
Yeah, that's fair. Is like muscle milk and like those really fucking saturated protein, like low calorie supplements and shit, do you guys like really use those, or do you think they're bad for you? I've heard like a lot of stuff about them. I don't know.
So yeah, dude, I used to use them a lot. I kid you not, like every gram of protein I ate was from powders and muscle milk and all those processed stuff. Mm-hmm. And at the time, nothing happened to me. Like it was good, everything was fine. But I've had like some digestive issues recently in the past year. I think from that, I would assume from that, because everything else in my diet is normal. So I've cut all that out and it's definitely gotten better. That's why I'm doing the whole food thing. Like I'm not blending chicken for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why. And I think it does, anything in moderation is fine, but I think obviously it is unhealthy. I mean, it's processed. We're not supposed to be eating that stuff. But.
And there was a time when we were just going crazy with protein powders. So we got like two different types of protein powders. We get like whey protein and then casein protein, and then casein is supposed to digest more slowly.
Dude, casein.
So casein, it's just the same protein except it's made to digest slowly or something. Like your body releases it more slowly. So we thought we were being smartasses by buying both, and then we would take 2 scoops of whey and then 2 scoops of casein before we sleep.
Dude, but the casein, like they say slow digestion or whatever. There's a reason to digest slow, because it's just so hard to digest. So I was just blowing up like every time
I took
like it hurt every time I had it, and for some reason at the time I was like, oh, I need to do this, and I ended up with like these problems.
And then we look back now and we're like, just like, why the fuck did we care how fast our protein digests?
Yeah, like protein.
Right.
Like it's just so many complications out there, but I think just whey is fine, just in moderation.
Yeah, it's always worth like trying to find ways that work best for you, like just experimenting with it.
Yeah, like the end of the day, like and then everyone talks about like supplements and this and that, but like.
And then I wanted to ask about roids too. Like, you guys are natural, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm natural.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Like, would you ever consider doing them, or like, what's the benefit? I don't.
Small balls and big muscles.
Small balls and big. No, I definitely. I think a year ago I was this close to buying it. I had it was testosterone. I was like, I had it all checked out. I was literally about to click order, and then I never ended up following through. But
did you just get them online?
Yeah, you could get them. It's so easily accessible is the problem. Like it's so easy, and then like the problem was like when someone around you starts doing it, and then they're lazier than you, they've been at it like less time than you, and they just explode past you. You're like, damn, I want to try this shit.
Yeah,
But I think like I was that tempted last year, but I don't. I think like I was saying, there's bigger things in life than having just a big
I
arm.
think long term it'll be a lot better for you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you also, I think, like you prove to like your audiences and stuff that you can still be in really good shape and shit without using them.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think not enough people like plug that.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like a heart attack for
I was gonna be like the heart disease is just not really worth it.
Like
no. Do you use pre?
Sometimes I only use it on the days where I'm just like absolutely miserable,
Really?
which almost always ends up being a leg day. But
I stopped it for sure.
Yeah.
Because like caffeine dehydrates you, and I would get like the worst cramps. Like I would not be able to walk because it was just my leg was cramping. So I just stopped it.
I can't even get myself to fucking go to the gym unless I have like a shit ton of coffee or some form of caffeine.
What pre you use?
Fucking C4, just the shitty.
Oh, C4, I get the shitty
classic,
beginner.
yeah.
But it's like
okay.
cheap, and it's I want to try to maintain like under 200 milligrams a day recently, and that only has like what 150.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty low dose. Yeah, it's somewhere
Yeah.
between 100 to 150.
Dude,
But
and
I've taken bucked up like in the past, and it'd be like what 300, 400.
yeah, even 400
Bucked up
sometimes.
goes like dangerously high. They have like levels to it, and then their highest in was like 400 milligrams of
It's-
scoop.
dude,
that's like the
you
max.
give that to like
yeah.
a horse.
Dude,
It's the most you're supposed to have in a whole day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like not even supposed to, just like the limit before you like have some problems.
Right.
And, like high schoolers and all, like young kids, they think it's like cool to like all double scoop 500 milligrams and like.
One of my friends went to, I think it was the Arnold, and had like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in one day. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna have a fucking heart attack.
For what? Like, what did he do with his day?
Nothing. He's just walking around talking to people.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Dumbass.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I
the
get it. It
Arnold-
was free, but like,
They sneak it into you because they give you like a million different samples of like a million different pre's, and then you just want to try them all. So you just
Yeah.
go around having it, and then before you know it, you're like 300 milligrams deep.
right? Yeah, I get it. So something I wanted to ask you guys about, like, do you ever switch up your workout routines? Because I've found recently, I've done the same shit for like 5 years, and I'm at the point where it's just fucking boring. Like it's the same shit over and over and over and over again.
That is I'm struggling with the same thing, to be honest with you, because like especially at a place like the Rec where there's limited equipment and everything's crowded, so you just have to like end up doing the same things every time. I eventually, by the end of the day, I'm doing the same thing I did like for the the past year, so it does get boring. But that's why I like going to like new gyms and like trying out new equipment. I feel like that's the best way to go. But I also remember like when I did switch up my routine like a year ago, I saw so much more progress. Like I feel like that you need to change things up, and that helps you grow, but it's just so hard to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in a similar boat?
I haven't made any major changes, but I think one thing we both did is because, we've been doing like either push-pull legs or Arnold, some 6-day split, right? And you just get 1 day of rest in between. We started doing like an 8-day split or a 7-day split. So basically I just separated one of my days out into 2. And then I actually have been seeing improvement from that.
I've just been doing like random shit just to like make myself less bored so then I can just go back to like the
Wait, what,
original.
legs and chest in the same day? Or?
Like, well, damn near it.
Oh shit! Really?
Like
Okay,
literally,
yeah.
like otherwise I just don't want to do legs at all.
I think that's a
I'm
disgusting
sure you guys
split.
have.
Yeah, that would not.
Dude, legs and chest is like actually like I think I spend the most time at the gym just trying to get like a good chest day in.
Yeah, then on top of
Yeah.
that, legs. That would be
Yeah, and then it's
insane.
just like now I'm gonna ruin that
Yeah.
entire
Well,
fun
I mean,
experience.
I'll do like 3 legs exercises and then just do the rest chest or some shit like that.
If it gets you to hit legs.
Oh my fucking
True.
god, this cat is so.
Yeah.
Dude, he like ran into the door. Like, ran full speed into the door. He really doesn't want to be in there,
There's a
Cam.
battering ram.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Gymshark. So for anyone listening that doesn't know, Gymshark is a multi-billion-dollar fitness apparel and accessories company based out of the UK with a large internet presence, and they have several dozen athletes that represent the brand, and you two are their newest additions. Do you guys want to talk like right off the bat about like how this all came to be?
Yeah, I think we last year we like shot them a DM. Like this was when we had like 30K on Instagram, and we got like the automated response like, "Oh, we'll get
Thanks
back."
for reaching out. We won't get back to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, "Oh shit," I wasn't expecting anything of it. But then like I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago they reached out. They're like, "Oh, we've been keeping an eye on you. We love your content. We'd love to have you on board." And me and my brother were so hyped that day because I mean we've been wearing their clothes since like high school. So
Same, yeah.
It's like I feel like it's the first like major gym brand you even hear about is just Gymshark. So it's like I don't know, it's like full circle.
Yeah, I watched a video yesterday about like how to become one, and it says that has nothing to do with how many followers you have, and like it's more so about your personality, like finding a right fit for Gymshark. So what characteristics or like traits do you guys feel like you have that like embody them? Or,
I'm
like,
not gonna lie.
represent
Okay,
them?
I will say a large
Following
part of it.
them.
I was gonna be like, there's
Yeah.
definitely
You know,
BS.
like,
they can say that, but
You
yeah,
know.
I know it definitely has something to do with it. But
Yeah.
like they're not gonna fucking bring on someone with 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
if they do see potential in you and they see the personality, they're like, oh, let's fucking go for it.
Yeah.
So do you guys feel like do you guys feel like you represent them through anything specifically, or like?
I don't hope so, honestly. Like I can't put my finger on it, but
Yeah.
clearly whatever we're doing rub them the right way.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I guess
Shut up.
but yeah, I mean, I guess we don't post any negative stuff on there. Like we used to take the old days, like 3 years ago, TikTok. No way we would have gotten a Gymshark deal with the stuff we were posting.
It was like anti-body positivity at the time.
Yeah.
So
You just
Body negativity.
Wasn't it like fat shaming and like I don't know? It was funny as fuck though.
I loved it.
Like
yeah.
I was following you guys before college, and I just thought that shit was hilarious because that was like right up my sense of humor, and I had no idea you guys were going here.
Yeah, I got you, Kemp. Yeah, like a lot of people love it, and then a lot of people hate it as well.
Yeah.
And there's no chance they would have been able to.
Gymshark would not have liked that for sure.
Yeah.
No, they definitely wouldn't. So do you guys now have like access to work with like collaborators or like other influencers, or what are the benefits, I guess, to being a part of their
So
brand?
I mean, there's the obvious, commission salary clothing. That's the given.
Like
But
off
then-
of your code.
yeah
Code,
things
and then
like that.
there's a base salaries as well.
Okay.
On top of that.
But I think they do have events where they'll fly you out and things like that. There was one about a month before we got picked up by the team.
Lift
So-
Miami. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys heard.
Oh,
of
I've
that.
heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they
so that's
had
where
that. Yeah, so the benefits would be that. But honestly, like money and everything is fine. But me and Rohan just genuinely just love the free clothing. Like that is
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask. Like, if you ask for literally anything, they just give it to you, or
No, it's all within reasonable limits. Like they'll give you order forms with a certain number of products that you can pick out each month.
Okay.
So it's not like we just go and we're like, oh, we want this, and this. It kind of was like that at the very first month, but
Yeah, the first month they gave us a huge limit.
Yeah.
So me and Rohan just went crazy with that.
I would.
Yeah, but now it's like somewhat more reasonable. So
Yeah.
But even then, after 3 months, I don't really know what else we'll need. Like there's only so much you could wear in a week. So
right.
Right. Let's see. That was a lot of what I wanted to ask about Gymshark. What about like Bucked Up? You guys have been doing some stuff with them, and you guys say you don't even take pre-workouts. So like, what's
Yeah,
the point?
So we were with Bucked Up, and then we with Gymshark on the way, and
You can't do
everything
both?
else. No, we could. It's a non-exclusive agreement. We could, but we just didn't want to because I mean, number one, you don't want to be promoting too much stuff on your story at one time.
Right.
You don't want to just turn off your audience that way. But number two, the perk was obviously the free product with Bucked Up. Neither of which we barely use protein powder. We barely touch pre-workout, so it just had no
No
real
point.
benefit.
even if they give a huge quota per month, you only why would I just take more protein or more pre every day? Like this.
Yeah, it just doesn't work into your routine. And
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
So it's just like
and
fuck that.
With Bucked Up, it was also like the one thing we've found now is we always thought codes were useless because like we would try and promote certain things and no one would buy it. It would just it would never go well even if we promoted it. So I thought codes were useless. Same thing happened with Bucked Up. It was just really hard to sell. But since we got into Gymshark, since we started promoting Gymshark, it's just so much easier to sell. The code is actually getting used, and it's just so much better.
I think part of that is because Gymshark's like, it's very, I would say affordable. Like it's very reasonable. Like if you want Gymshark, like gym shit, like it's very reasonable. And like if people follow you, like why not just throw on your code?
Exactly.
Right.
It's not something you have to go out of your way to buy. Like people are just normally buying it anyway. So you might as
Right.
well throw
Does it give them a discount or no?
Yeah, not a crazy one, just
Just like
10%.
10%,
But
right?
it's,
okay.
I think the code usage is more at this point not about saving money. It's just like, oh, these guys are people I follow.
Showing like
Yeah,
appreciation,
so it's like,
kind of.
that's why it's like, it's really cool when somebody actually uses the code.
Do you guys like split everything 50-50
Yeah.
or does Raj get more because he lifts more?
Not
no.
even, but we don't even split it. is
I
the
wouldn't
thing.
say it's split,
It's just
like-
one big account, and we just both keep it.
Like,
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like thinking of it as, or at least the way our dad raised us. It's like it's not like I have my money and he has his money. You know, whatever we make is ours. So I wouldn't say we split it. It's just we have, like, it's ours and it's also our dad's. His money is ours. Like that's how our family kind of works.
That takes a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of like discipline and I guess respect for each other to do that. Because like in my family, that would not fucking work. That would not work.
I mean, even like my dad made that clear from the very start. Because even growing up when we were younger, you know, we would fight over toys and like, you know, share this, share that. And like growing up, we kind of like didn't like that.
Yeah, I have a twin, so I get it.
Yeah, you know how it goes. But recently we've kind of like just I'll let him use whatever. And
I know one of the things, like as soon as like the day we started the business, he has this talk with us and he goes like, all right, you know, there's going to be problems money wise. This isn't about you or him. This isn't about taking what's yours and him taking what's his. It's just you both and your collective money. You know, it's not, we don't even think about splitting it halfway.
If he needed all of it for some reason, you know, one day I would like it, no questions.
I respect that.
Yeah, thank you.
I respect that. I would never give my sibling all that shit, bro. So you guys have gained like a shit ton of followers recently. If this type of growth like continues, do you see yourself doing this full time post grad or?
That's the hope, man. That's always the hope. You know, it was the hope last time we came on here and we had half
I didn't
the
know
following,
if that was.
You know?
You guys didn't seem as like as open to the idea last time.
I will say it's tough to get into the mindset of thinking, you know, like doing social media full time because it's so volatile and things can always change.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like social media isn't our end goal though. Like we want to I would consider like we want to do entrepreneurship. I
wanted to ask you like what you said you were gonna like trying to dip into something new or what is your end goal with everything?
We can't really say anything like about the specifics, but like end goal would be like running an actual like business and not just depending on social media or Instagram to run through it, but like, you know, working with other influencers and, you know, just building an actual like, because this is a business for sure, but it's
also very dependent on views, following, things that can change at any second.
Yeah, so definitely something more stable.
And then if you like, you start budgeting yourself based on like getting those views and getting that shit, and then you don't get it, that just goes and fucks with your mental health and like, am I good enough and all that.
Seriously, yeah. Like one day when a video pops off, I'm like on top of the world, or like when, you know, leads are coming through, I'm so happy, and then the next day it's like night and day. Like I got 2 leads, no views. I'm like, damn.
It's so like, well, it's so unnatural. Like the shit was never like when. Obviously, at the beginning of human existence, like the shit was not around. Nobody was getting dopamine hits from like millions of people liking their shit. Like, it's just a completely foreign like idea. Yeah. Did you guys see about like this week? I think they said they're going to ban TikTok. They passed a bill to ban it.
They've been talking about it for a long time, and every time it seems like it's more and more probable. But
I think it is probable though this time. I think it is.
They did sign it.
Yeah,
it just seems that way. Yeah, unless it gets sold, which I doubt they will.
Yeah, but I'm honestly chilling with that. We're chilling with that. Yeah, because we stopped posting on TikTok like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. I don't have it. I haven't had it for what?
Yeah, so
2 years now.
TikTok, they changed a lot of things. They changed their algorithm. And you know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like our views were definitely like we were struggling for them
because it was 60-second videos. Like I didn't want to do that. So I've been feeling guilty for the last like 3 months because we have like 550,000 followers on there and we just haven't posted shit for 3 months. But now this makes it a lot easier if it gets banned. But the thing is, like the freedom of speech and that aspect of it, I hate that the government is able to do that. I don't think they're banning it for the right reasons. But for just a personal guilt reason, I think
they're definitely not banning it for the right reasons.
Exactly, yeah. So
and I know like Universal Music Group took all their artist shit off of there, and they claimed they did it to like, you know, properly reimburse the artist. But at the end of the day, it was probably more so because they weren't getting the money they wanted out of it.
Yeah,
exactly. So we tried posting on there like a few days ago, and I'm trying to put the sound there, and then within like 2 seconds of me posting it, I go look at it. There's no sound on it. It was like a Katy Perry song or something.
Yeah, they just take that shit off. Yeah,
and it was just gone. And I was like, what are people creating with no sounds on TikTok anymore?
It's definitely gone downhill for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have like a replacement for it. or if like Instagram Reels or
I think
think
Reels
Reels
is the replacement. So I mean, as a user myself, and then like what I've seen around, like Reels was almost like taboo to be watching Instagram Reels. It was like YouTube
it was
Shorts
like
at the time,
foreign
right? Like you
territory,
were weird if you did it. And now it's like everyone's watching Reels, and I barely go on TikTok because I don't even enjoy the content. I feel like half of it's promotional, the other half is just people yapping for 60 seconds or longer.
The other half is like fucking nostalgia videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2020.
like
Yeah. I've seen those. Yeah, but the TikTok is all funny stuff. For me, it's like my Instagram. If I go on there, it's just like David Goggins, Andrew Tate, and all this like motivational shit I don't want to see at 10 o'clock.
That's how fucking Andrew Tate like works, because he has just all these people posting shit on his behalf.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You can't get away from it.
Literally, yeah.
What's like the craziest DM or internet experience you guys have had this year so far?
The
Oh,
DMs,
man, I mean-
there's crazy ones. There's
The classic answer is probably like the old men asking for like pictures.
yeah,
From
socks.
saying they'll pay money and whatever. It's
Yeah, I get more
gross.
DMs from men than women for sure.
No
Easily,
way.
Yeah, but then the women.
That's to
are
be a
also-
bigger ego boosting from the women.
No, bro, no, it is not. I could do without it. Like, and then there was like one the other day. The problem is when the girls hit us up, or when the girls like, I would expect them to choose one, but they just
They want
Oh,
both.
is it both? Is it both?
the weirdest
they just-
thing.
they-
They think it like what do you expect to happen if you go for two siblings at once?
It's just weird. Like the one was like, she was in our joint account. She was like one on top, one under ? And
Flip
then,
a coin.
Yeah, and then I get a DM later. I'm like, oh, who's this girl? And then he's like, oh, I got the same. Every time I'm like, I have to make sure. Did you get the same DM? And then it's always like,
Yeah.
you got the same DM. I'm like, fuck.
So have you ever have either of you even pursued anything from social media?
No.
I don't blame you.
No, none. I mean, maybe a couple here and there.
Maybe
like,
entertain some DMs or something, but nothing.
No.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
yeah, from Miami. The ones from Miami, like very few, but those maybe. But
Yeah. Wait, do you still have Tinder?
no,
Oh, okay.
no,
good.
I got off. that,
Tinder's
like,
so
6 months ago.
trashy now. I feel
Yeah,
like
no.
I don't fucking know anybody that has it anymore.
I see,
No,
I see
I-
Gabe's he's already thinking about the next question after
yeah.
that.
I was so proud of that last one, dude.
The joke.
Dude, that was like
Sophia.
freshman year. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I think like freshman year everybody gets Tinder and then you just stop using it
Yeah,
like sophomore
because it just
year.
doesn't do anything. Like everyone's just on there just to like.
Everybody's lying, dude.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they just put pictures, you swipe like let's meet up, and then you fucking don't.
Don't
like
do it, yeah.
And then you see them in person, you're like, my God, this is not what you
Not
look
what you
like.
saw. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It just feels so trashy. It just.
Yeah, no, I feel dirty fucking getting on that shit.
Yeah.
Who are some people you guys would want to like collaborate with going forward? I feel like you guys haven't done really anything
We
with
have
collaborators,
not,
have you?
I don't think we've done a single collab ever. Actually,
Definitely haven't.
there's nobody that specific in mind that I'm like, oh, I need to go collab with this person because
Obviously Sam would be cool, but like the reason I haven't, there's a lot of guys here that like just like use Sam for views.
I see. I know. And
I
I
see,
know
like-
we're probably thinking of very similar, like
Yeah.
the same person.
It'll be like
Yeah.
some dude benching. It'll be like, oh, look at this kind guy that was spotting me.
Yeah.
It's like Sam's
No.
looking like buddy. Like Sam was probably just like, yeah, I'll spot you.
Yeah,
and then they just
yeah.
use him for views. Like it's fucked.
Exactly.
and it's kind
So
of
I-
become like a habit in the
Like
Miami
people have
rec
literally
center. Like,
gained
people will
gained large amounts of followers, just
and they'll
from-
go plan their videos around where he's standing so they can get him in
yeah.
the background.
And
of
the
it
problem
make a
is like,
video.
we wouldn't want to collab with them because like he's not getting any benefit out of it. It's not
Right.
a collab. It's just
to me, it's
like-
just us like asking
using
for a
him.
favor. It's like selling
Yeah.
out almost. Like we obviously it will work. Putting
Right.
Sam in a video,
Yeah.
inevitably it's going to get views. It's going to blow up. But if I do that, I'm not gonna like the result of that. I'm not gonna like how we did it.
And then if you do it once, everyone's like, "Oh, get Sam back on." It's
Yeah.
just gonna, you're gonna have
Yeah,
all
I
these
feel like if
something
you
about
put
it.
him up, like you have to get him again, or else your views you can
just go down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on that. Yeah.
Give him in a music video.
yeah, dude. When you're DJing, just have him at Brick, bro.
Dude,
Just
I've wanted he doesn't go out because he's like, I mean,
I fucking
extremely
wouldn't. I
healthy.
wouldn't go out.
So like very into lifting. I mean, dude, if I was
Well, also,
in
he's
the
a
perfect world,
celebrity.
dude, I would love to lift and that'd be my job, dude. I mean, that's so sick. But yeah, I wouldn't go out. There'd be no point. Dude, if he went to Brick, it'd be fucking game over. He'd be surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that like all the scrawny freshman crowd kids are not going to be able to defend him, dude. Sam's gonna be picking up people with one hand,
You're
dude.
trying to move him out. He won't be
Yeah.
able to get out of there. Yeah, dude, just have him on stage with you, and you're just.
Dude, I would fuck with that so much. Then we'd all get rushed, and then some shit's gonna get broken. I'm gonna get fired.
yeah.
I wonder
But
what
if he
he's-
listens, you should do it.
I wonder what he's gonna do, like post grad. I wonder if he's gonna go to his graduation ceremony. Like
That's
you
a
have to
good question.
start thinking in his position, like what you can and can't go to because of
fame. Like it'll,
Yeah.
Like I wonder what if he did
Fucks
walk
with
the
your life.
Yeah, if he did walk the stage, I wonder what would happen. Like the crowd would probably go like crazy.
I know there are like college athletes that like blow up that like have to like do online school because they like actually can't walk around campus without being
Livy
swarmed.
Dunn was like,
That's, like
she
a
had
perfect example.
She had
stalkers.
She had threats,
Yeah.
stalkers. Like
I remember that,
It
yeah.
was a security issue for the university and like
Right.
her team. So they just told her you can't go to class anymore, which is insane.
No.
No, that's. I feel like at Miami, it's like him being here is such a big deal, and anywhere it would be. But if he was at like somewhere like OSU or like like LSU, there's like
Where
so
there's more
many-
people to drown you out. kinda.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of like athletes that are like going to the NFL, and they probably have some fame already, and
Marvin Harrison and
Yeah, Marvin Harrison.
others.
Yeah, like Marvin Harrison
Yeah.
walks in your class, like it's normal.
Okay, so that's kind of a lot of what I wanted to ask about. Now I just have some like random questions so people can kind of get to know you guys a little bit better. So I'd like each of you to answer these.
Sounds
just
good.
like kind of
Okay,
rapid
yeah.
fire. All right, first one, do you have a type, and if so, what is it?
You first.
Why me first?
You go first, bro. Rapid. He said rapid.
Do I have a type?
If so,
Go,
what is
bro.
it? Yeah.
Probably Indian chicks. I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie to you. Yeah, that's absolutely
He
my
said
type.
yeah.
That's kind of Gabe's type.
No, it is.
Really?
Oh, really? Okay. Have you been with an Indian girl?
3.
3.
What?
Yeah.
What?
3?
Yeah.
Where are you finding 3?
Dude, I'm
We're in Oxford, Ohio.
We go this. So yeah, dude, I don't fucking know. They just show up to
What
be
do you-
so real.
That's crazy. I literally haven't seen 3.
Take
here
notes,
since I-
Raj.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, you come out with me and we
Yeah,
got you,
no,
dude.
no, what's going on? Damn. Probably brunettes, just dark hair girls.
It's respectable.
Yeah, Middle Eastern girls have always been, for some reason, my type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like no snow bunnies?
No, that's I don't like. Yeah,
I'm just
no.
kidding. I'm fucking with you.
What's an instant red
Whoa,
flag?
hey, what about you?
Huh?
Yeah, that
oh,
is
me?
true.
Glossing over yourself.
Brunettes. Yeah,
Brunettes,
and
okay.
like short, because then it makes me look tall.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Instant red flag in a girl.
Goes out too much. That's an easy answer for me.
Goes-
I don't know. I just that's a turn off.
A relationship with her family for sure. Like I've been on dates
It's a
before.
red flag.
Or no, like yeah, depends
I
on.
hate when-
I was like, I
I
don't
hate when
like.
she's close to her dad.
Yeah.
No, when they like talk and it's like so casual, like if I haven't seen my dad in 6 months, or I don't call my mom, and like if they don't have a tight family relation, that's definitely a red flag. They always turn out worse.
Yep, that's fair.
And maybe like broken home. That's also a red, like when the parents are divorced, they kind of ends up somewhat worse.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like
I
no
get
judgment. Like that doesn't like. with
Right.
It's not
everything,
their
yeah.
fault. Obviously.
I also do
I
feel like it
it's a certain
depends.
value. Yeah.
on the family, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where would you want to live post grad? Anywhere in the country?
North Carolina. I like it. I don't know. I think the weather is very mediocre. You get the best of summer and not too bad
Not
of a
on
winter.
Klein,
Yeah, that was my reason
Outer
too.
Banks. Yeah.
No, North Carolina would be cool. He says that because our cousin lives in North Carolina, and we've been there, and there's a lot of brown girls. Gabe, you would like it.
I'm moving.
So yeah, we'll go there. Maybe Texas, or somewhere like that, somewhere warmer. We were just talking about it the other day. Like I don't know how climate isn't a bigger factor in people's moving decisions.
Right,
Like,
because
it affects your entire mood. Like think about how like we all-
100%.
Yeah, and, like,
winter is here. They're miserable. Like you barely get the sunlight. It's dark by like 6 p.m.
and people don't think about that when they're like moving somewhere.
It genuinely affects your mood,
Summer
the way you
warm.
act.
I
So
went
it's like-
to Miami over break, and I came back here and I realized how much happier I was there, like in that
Yeah.
than fucking this bullshit
Right.
where it's like 40 degrees one day and 80 the next. It just fucking sucks.
And
Yeah,
not
imagine
just
that
there, but, like,
24/7.
the difference here, imagine like how you were feeling like a month ago in that weather versus how it's been the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a genuine difference. So I feel
hate
that's
the
something
cold.
people should take into account when they're actually thinking about where to live.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
love the winter. That like that.
Winter.
Yeah, no, I
Some
really,
people do.
I really want to go to like Boston. I love like how people dress in the winter. Like, I also like city fashion. Like, I love like trench coats and like
just
hoodies with
thinking-
trench coats.
He
And
looks
just,
like
I like
fucking
that style.
Bruce Wayne. When we'll like go to Chicago every winter,
yeah.
and it looks like fucking Bruce Wayne walking around.
Yeah, like my middle part, like a long coat on,
beanie.
super straight
The
face, just
Peaky
walking
Blinders
around.
hat,
Yeah.
right? That's sick.
What's something stupid you did in high school?
I'm not gonna lie to you, but I didn't do anything stupid in high school. I was a complete straight
Goody-goody?
A student
Yeah.
in high school. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Bullshit.
definitely.
I don't believe. I don't
No,
believe.
he
you.
was.
I
for
believe
sure.
that. I
Yeah.
don't know about you.
No, there was definitely a lot of stupid things. I'm trying to think. I mean, like drinking. Obviously, those stupid situations there. Going back to the pre, like, high school kid with pre, there was like black magic fucking pre or whatever that was on the dark web.
Oh,
and I
my
would
God.
literally, I would just like take a scoop of it, like a coffee every morning. And then like I couldn't sleep for like a month. Like that was probably stupid too, but just.
Jesus. Yeah. Who's someone in the fitness industry you look up to?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say Larry Wheels probably, but even then it's like I don't see them all as like someone to look up to as much.
Yeah, I feel like I don't really look up to. I couldn't say I look. Maybe C-Bum or something like that would be awesome.
Yeah, C-Bum's dope.
Someone with genuine accomplishment.
Yeah, but not like some influencer. Like even like I hate when people
Like a cloud chaser guy?
Yeah, like I hate that. Yeah, or not hate that, but like it's just not something I look up to. Like I wouldn't want anyone looking up to us because we're just regular dudes. We just post. Yeah. But like someone like C-Bum has a lot of accomplishments under his belt. Has a good family.
Dude just had a kid.
Yeah, just had a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, doesn't he have like 2 daughters, or is that?
I think
one. His first.
Is that was his first kid?
His
Okay.
first kid, yeah.
Dude,
I wish it was a boy.
When that happened, I was just picturing like, in 20 years, like, dude, imagine like you got your like prom date and you gotta go meet her dad, and it's fucking like
C-Bum.
6-time Mr. Olympian, fucking C-Bomb.
And his wife is also like a
isn't she fucking jacked?
Yeah, so it's like both of them. Yeah.
He looks so nice though. I just want to like talk to him.
Like his personality, like through the videos at least. Not like I know the guy, but it's like everything he says is so genuine. You see these people and you expect them to be all serious and like mean and aggressive, but it's like the opposite.
There's some of them that are actually terrible people. Like in Arnold, we went to the Arnold, and like Thor, Thor, the big tall 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, like Thor.
I've definitely seen him.
Yeah, like dude, he has this like he's like walking behind us and we're like, get out of the way, and then he's just like up this mountain like pushes us out of the way and he's like walking. I'm not gonna say shit, but like
right.
Yeah, like there's just bad people, but Stephen seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Arnold,
You look intimidating.
Me?
Yeah.
What about him, bro?
Dude, it's because of the way he dressed. What do I got to do to be intimidating?
I don't know. You just gotta have a good RBF.
Dude, it's because of the clothes he wears. But he goes in the gym wearing a sweatsuit with his hood up all the time, his black headphones.
I have noticed.
Tell me, when was the last time you saw him without a baggy hoodie and sweatpants?
I haven't.
Exactly.
Except
that's
social
not it.
media, which is weird. You put it on social media, but not in person.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just like wearing this like blob.
You don't like people seeing you're jacked in person.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just feel less comfortable in them.
That's fair.
It's also kind of dope to hide it.
Yeah, people are
so
wondering,
mysterious. It's like some Batman shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, I feel like people think I'm bigger when they're like, what's under there, and then I take it off.
It's mysterious.
I'm just gonna cover myself in tattoos, so next time if we come back on,
Yeah.
if we come back on here, you
Take
guys are gonna
notes.
think differently. Yeah.
So I got earrings.
Who are 2 of your favorite music artists?
Coldplay, easy. I'm like, I could say a
Really?
rapper. I could say a
Fire.
rapper, but the truth is, like, a rapper is not gonna fit my mood all the time. That's only if I'm like in a very certain mood.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Ooh,
One of.
Kendrick's up there for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd have to say like
Drake
more,
or Kendrick? Didn't mean to cut you off.
Kendrick. I
Yeah.
gotta go with Kendrick. I just like his music better. I feel like
who's
it's more
winning
meaningful.
or who's winning, Drake or?
I think
I don't know,
Kendrick's
dude. It's a
winning
whole
right
mess. Yeah,
because he
he's
just
dropped
released
more.
Euphoria. Yeah, which apparently he said it was 19 minutes and he cut it down to 6. Like, my God.
Just straight shitting on him.
The fruitiest rapper on the planet really got under your skin. You're gonna fucking spend 19 minutes on a fucking diss.
I got a question. So like, you ever see like those videos where it's like what people think I'm listening to at the gym, and like it's just like Katy Perry. So like, what do you guys listen to when you guys are lifting, or does it kind of depend on like the day?
It definitely depends on the day, but dude, the cringiest SoundCloud edits you've ever heard in your life, like deep, like brain rot is what I listen
Really?
to. Yeah, I literally like have to flip over my phone just because no one should see what I'm listening to. And then like if it's slightly loud, I'm so self-conscious because like it is so cringy. I know it, but like it gets me going. So
I do whatever works.
So we share a Spotify account, an individual Spotify account between me, my brother, and my mom.
Really?
So at any point we can see what the other person is listening to, because you have to be offline if you want to be listening at the same time as somebody else. So I'll see him at the gym, and there'll be one day it'll be Yee, like that's
Yeah.
normal. Next day Adele. Next day Taylor Swift. Next
That's
day
if
he
I'm
won't
on
be listening to
Spotify.
anything. He'll
Yeah,
be
if
on
you saw the
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, you would genuinely not think of me the same way.
No, that's fair though. Like I listen to some harder shit and then just completely not. Like
Dude,
some Taylor Swift.
Favorite
some
rappers?
Jones
What
and
about
shit.
you guys?
See, I'm not a huge.
Lil Wayne and Drake probably.
Really?
If I had to pick one, I think Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper. But like I don't usually listen to rap, dude. I listen to like Teddy Swims and like Bryce Vines. And
Tame
like,
Impala.
I know Bryce Vine. I
Yeah,
don't know Teddy Swims.
Tame Impala, like
Yeah.
Hippie Sabotage, like indie stuff. I listen to damn near everything, and I know you do kind of do too. What's your favorite drink? Can be any drink.
Beer.
Any drink. Dude, his is probably the orange juice chicken shake.
Oh my god,
Dude, that seems so grotesque.
Dude, probably like watermelon juice. That's probably like my favorite. I don't know. I don't drink any. Like I don't drink soda.
There's actually this.
that's fair though.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
There's this like soda back in India that we get every time we go, like every few years. There's one of our uncles there, like he knows just because we've been getting it from such a young age, and I don't even know what it's made of. But
It's a root. It's like a root.
Yeah,
and then they
make a soda out of it.
Oh,
And
that's probably.
I couldn't even describe it to you, but that stuff is heavenly.
It just tastes
Fire.
different. Yeah, it's so good. I
Yeah.
wish I could bring it back, but
Do you guys ever drink like diet shit?
No, not really.
I heard it's like gives
so
you fucking
bad.
cancer. And the
Yeah.
Prime drinks.
no, that I was worried about that because actually Prime probably my favorite drink because that does
Yeah.
taste good. I don't know how you guys feel
See,
about it.
they released.
I've never had a Prime.
It's
really?
so good.
I,
They
don't- I think it's
released-
overrated.
They released. Well, yeah, but like, look at who's like runs the
Well,
company.
yeah.
They released like all these fuckers kept releasing videos saying like, oh, it has over the legal amount of all the shit in it.
Yeah.
And then Logan Paul finally like last week released a video with like everything. He addressed every single thing like to
Yeah.
a T. And so now I'm like, maybe I won't get cancer, but also I don't know.
Worried about it. Yeah, I was following it closely because like I was freaking out because they said if you had one.
Dude, I'd had dozens.
Yeah, I've
fucking
had like
dozens
12.
of them.
Yeah, I was like, what is
Yeah.
gonna happen to me? And then I was like so like worried about it. And then he posted that. I was like, that
I
makes more
didn't
sense.
even like it. I'm not gonna. I don't know.
Really?
I don't see the hype. I drank it and I was expecting so much out of it after everyone's
What is
talking
just a
about it.
drink?
Yeah,
But
it is.
it was just like bland sugar water with like a very strong artificial flavoring. I don't
The
know.
artificial flavoring shit I've become less and less fond of. Like
Yeah.
Alani's and that shit. It's just fucking.
I heard those are
So
really bad for
sweet.
you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Alani specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
And Celsius has.
Celsius, yeah.
Has something in it that the NCAA like bans it for.
Really?
Like they're like the athletes on this campus can't drink them.
Same with
because-
C4.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard C4 has something in it.
Is there something that gives you an unfair advantage or some shit?
I guess you're onto something, Cam. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Have you ever been catcalled?
No,
Have you?
no. I can't.
way,
I don't think
You
I've
guys
ever been
get
catcalled.
Oh yeah.
Really?
But just by like kids in our frat. Like
Because
if we'll be
like from
walking
a
down the
girl?
street. No, by dudes.
Oh, dudes
yeah.
don't
Yeah,
count. Bro.
okay,
Dudes,
yeah.
dudes
Yeah,
will
yeah.
catcall anything.
Yeah, I know. I know.
In my friend group, I'm probably like the most sexualized.
Yep,
guy.
same.
Yeah. Like,
We got a kid like that. He
Yeah.
fucking lives here.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's worse. Yeah, that is worse.
Yeah, they
dude.
just come up and feel your shit and like
Yeah.
Little bromance, dude.
yeah.
Just walk in front of you and just look you up and down.
Dude, I swear to God, like the only people that compliment me at the gym, like when like one of my buddies, or even like random people, be like, dude, you're yoked. I'm like, dude, fuck, thanks.
Awesome,
like,
right?
dude,
I'd
makes you
rather it
feel
come from a
good.
dude.
No,
Why?
And Cam,
I don't know about
imagine
that, bro.
if a beautiful girl came up to you and was like, "Cam, you look so good."
I'd leave.
Yeah, we would leave. I would. remember
Okay,
that
yeah,
moment for the
okay.
rest of my
I
life.
mean, like if a dude compliments like a certain, like a dude is gonna compliment a certain muscle group or some shit. A girl would not do that. She'd just be like, "Oh, you look good."
you have
you know?
massive biceps. I don't know. You
Same compliment from a guy or a girl. Which would you rather get? If
I
it
don't
was
know.
the same
Probably
compliment.
girl,
a girl,
bro, it's a
yeah.
girl, yeah.
All right, whatever.
Damn it. Fuck.
Dog or cat person?
Dog.
Yeah,
We have a dog.
We have a
Yeah.
dog. I'm sorry, Gabe.
I'm actually a dog person. I just like.
You just got the cat for the hell of it.
Well, I really want a Doberman, and if I get a Doberman while I'm in college, I'm fucked. Like that like there's my day will be ruined every single day.
And you can keep a cat in a house.
Well, how
Yeah.
you gonna have the Doberman and the cat at the same time?
Dude, they'll get along.
They'll get along. You're
Trust.
just hoping, bro.
Well, I'm hoping to get a big enough house to where like I would get the Doberman super young to where like he would basically like boss them around, and then like they would like look up to him.
That's fair.
What I really want, since we're here at Miami, I really want a hamster, and then it would just run around the floors at all times.
No,
That's
you know?
what we used to have.
We
in
had
here.
2 hamsters.
Really?
Yeah, beans and toast.
You guys let them run?
Yeah, we had a little
Yeah.
ball. We got rid of it, but it was all in there.
That's
sadly passed
That's
away.
exactly what
Yeah.
I want. Oh,
Dude,
We
he was
buried
3
them
years
houses,
old.
or-
It was a 3-year-old
so-
hamster.
What's the average lifespan of a hamster?
Year and a half.
We
Oh
buried
wow.
him.
Okay, very nice. Wow.
He
Yeah.
doubled it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I don't understand
You
what
guys
we
took
put in
care
that
of them.
food.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have a fat pug back home that I used to feed like Chipotle bowl, full fucking Chipotle bowls and shit. And she's still alive, and she's like 14 or 15, and her life expectancy is 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's how well you take care of them, I guess.
Well, I didn't because I fed her like
Chipotle bowl.
shit. She was like 5 pounds obese, and she's only supposed to be 10 pounds. She's like 150% of what her body weight was
I thought you
supposed
were
to
saying
be.
150 pounds. But like, how the fuck is it moving?
Yeah, that was a fuck.
No, and then I went to college, and she just lost all the weight, and now she's like still alive.
So you were the problem.
Well, yeah, I was the problem.
Who's giving her Chipotle bowl?
But
I'd
dude,
give her
they want
anything.
food.
The guy on Raj and Rose fucking training program, dude. Lost 5 pounds.
She was on a bulk.
Lost a
at
third
all
of my body
times.
weight with your guys' training.
Just have her vape. Just have her vape.
Yeah.
I should. Which of you is a better cook?
Oh, easily me. I spend more time cooking just because every now and then I'll get bored. He's okay eating the same dog food every day. He'll do it because he just doesn't want to put in the effort into making anything more. But I get bored of it sometimes. So there was this one time I just went out and I got steaks. I had no idea how to cook steaks prior, but I cooked it, and I basically cooked it until I thought the fire alarm was going to go off, which apparently was the perfect time for cooking the steak. So I took it off and it was perfect. And now I have the equation
No, it
down.
did taste good. He did have that one good steak.
I did.
His 19 years of life.
That's my crowning achievement in culinary arts. That one steak.
Steak is hard to like master.
So I had to look up a YouTube video on how to cook salmon the other day, but now I know how, dude. I love it. I used to only go to the grocery and just get chicken, but now I get chicken and salmon, dude. I can't wait for whatever I can figure out how to cook next. It's gonna be huge.
My mom used to get her steak well, she always has gotten it well done, and I'd be like, I thought that was fucking normal, and then I came to college and they were like, no.
I had the exact same experience.
Yeah.
I've been saying well done every time because I just heard my parents say it. So verbatim, I would just say well done, well done, well done.
no.
And then I get here, and then he looks at me and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then my roommate's like, "What? Did you just say well done?" I was like, "Yeah, is that not what you're supposed to do?"
Yeah. One of our friends, like one of my roommates, he gets it fucking like completely. What is it? It's not well done. What's the opposite of well done?
Rare.
Yeah, he gets it rare as fuck. Like he's completely rare. He said he wants it mooing.
I just get medium, nice little.
Yeah, medium rare.
I just-
medium
yeah,
rare is
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I don't know how. There's no way he enjoys that. He's probably like just trying to.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
He's
just
trying
don't fucking cook it. Put it on my plate.
yeah.
Favorite childhood show?
Gravity Falls. Easy.
That's such a good
Gravity
answer.
Falls. I still rewatch it every summer, and I never get bored.
Maybe Phineas and Ferb or The Office. I don't know. One of those.
Office is a
Office,
childhood.
I don't know about
it's-
childhood
I
show.
watched it when I was growing up, so I don't know. I mean, maybe, it's probably Phineas and Ferb.
So you guys were like Disney kids.
Not really, just like very specific cartoons. Like we didn't watch like Adventure Time, regular show, none of that. It was just Phineas and Ferb, and then
I wasn't allowed to watch like certain shit.
Yeah,
we weren't allowed to watch
we were banned.
SpongeBob. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, Nickelodeon has had their fair share of
yeah.
weird shit.
They
going
can get
on.
so much. They can do anything they want in kids shows.
Would get away with it, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that documentary?
No, I
The
haven't.
Dan
actually.
Schneider one?
I've heard so much.
I
About it.
just
I've seen
finished
clips
it.
about it too. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I realize like why my parents wouldn't let me watch that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, I mean, SpongeBob is just modern brain rot. Like that's exactly what it is.
It is.
I'm glad I wasn't allowed.
That's why
to
I'm
watch
like
that
this,
as a
dude.
kid.
Biggest impulse purchase?
Ooh, that I don't even know.
Dude, the problem is we don't spend any of our own money. Like my dad doesn't let us spend our money. So,
Really?
Yeah, so he gave us his, like, we have a card that's connected to his account, and like I feel just so bad. Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
And I think that's
Especially
because
you know you have the money, but you're like, you
yeah,
just
I
don't.
can't. I just don't. I won't do it. Which I guess is a good thing. But I probably worst shit I've spent money on is like hundreds of dollars in Clash Royale. That's,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude,
All right,
that'll
that's
get
fair.
you.
yeah,
It will.
Adds up. It adds up. Like every morning, I tell him, I'm like, shit, I just spent $20. I don't know what I'm.
Every time, dude, every time I'm like, why did you do that? Like, why would you do that? It's such a waste of money. And he's like, yo, you're right. I shouldn't do that. Next day, I just spent another $20 on
Dude,
Clash
with the piggy
Royale.
bank gives you 200,000 coins.
yeah, it's worth it though. Like, money, it's someone who plays it, it's worth it. But like, it just sounds stupid.
Do you guys ever invest? Like, do you invest the shit that you make?
Not really. We want to, but I mean, we're reinvesting it technically into our next endeavor, but we haven't put it anywhere
Your
like a
secret
stock.
Secret
or,
endeavor?
Yeah, the
secret
secret endeavor.
endeavor,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're investing it. It's a good chunk of change for sure. So it's investing there. But I remember my dad. Well, my high school earnings, at least when I worked at a burger place, it was like $12K. My dad took it. He was like, "I'll invest for you," and I now have $3K in that account. So I have a bad experience with it. So I'm not really like.
Dude,
very good.
I spent fucking cat.
I know.
I spent like $1,300 at the Oxford Chipotle like in one semester, like when I was in the frat house. just so stupid. Such a waste of my.
That's the worst Chipotle to spend it
I
on
know,
too. The
I
way
know,
they
dude.
give you your portions, I get
They
mad.
don't deserve it.
I only go on Mondays now. Like I can't.
Is that
dude,
the
it's
best
like
day
that's
for it?
whenever they get all their shit back. It's like late Sunday, dude. If you go on a Saturday, fucking forget about it.
Same
They'd be
with
like,
Sunday night.
yeah, they'd be like, we got lettuce and beans. It's like,
Yeah.
no rice,
No
no.
rice. Yeah.
Oh, you want a bowl? They were out of bowls once too, like completely out of
Yeah,
bowls.
like, dude, what the fuck
Yeah.
are we doing?
Yeah.
The CEO went here. Like, I actually makes me
Yeah,
so
that is
think
true,
about that every
right?
time.
Yeah.
That is true.
It's crazy.
It should be better.
Spirit animal.
Spirit animal.
A lion, a wolf, a Sigma wolf. I don't fucking
Alpha.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
I don't know. How do you choose a spirit animal?
What animal do you think's really cool?
I like monkeys. I personally,
Right.
I really like monkeys.
Monkey and wolf.
I think
What about you guys?
Probably like a dog, like a German Shepherd.
Okay.
dog. You got to go more interesting than a dog, but you can't choose a domesticated
No, I
animal
can
as
choose
a
a
spirit
German
animal.
Shepherd. That's more specific.
Just
I fuck with-
domesticated, bro.
I fuck with snow leopards heavy. I think that's like a cool ass animal.
That's Tai Lung, isn't it? Like from you guys.
Dude,
watch
I think
from
you're
Korea?
right. I think it
No,
is
that is
Tai
Tai
Lung.
Lung.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
yeah, I'm
badass,
Tai
yeah.
Lung then.
Some of
Dude.
my SoundCloud edits is Tai Lung.
Oh, dude, do you listen to shit where it's like quotes?
Yep. The cringiest shit you can find. It's
Nah,
all
dude, that's
over.
fire, dude. Gatekeep that.
Dream car.
I don't have. Do we have this debate so often?
Because I want to. I'm telling him this. Like we're buying a good fucking car
Are
soon.
you gonna share it?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
share.
so
it,
that's
but I
the
want
thing.
it
But
to-
I don't see an expensive car as a good purchase. Because a car just gets you from point A to point B.
dude, he
If
wanted
it's not reliable, yeah.
that's
he,
what
he
it's
wanted a
just-
watch. He wanted good
I
watches.
would rather have an expensive watch over a nice car.
I would never.
Yeah,
I totally would.
exactly.
Like
That's
people
a-
drop 40,000 on fucking watches and shit. I would never
No.
spend that on
Yeah,
a
you
watch
wouldn't
over a
even know
car.
it's 40K.
Yeah, I know.
A car just
exactly.
doesn't
like
feel
how,
like
how
a-
do you recognize that unless you're like a
Okay.
lawyer?
You could get a very glamorous watch.
I know, but like the only people that are gonna recognize it are like
Watch people.
yeah, like lawyers and shit in like New York.
I just would not. I can't see myself investing that much in an expensive car. It's
But
just
dream car wise, he doesn't like cars, but he sent me an edit of like a Koenigsegg the other day.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
I
like,
got so excited over this car, dude. I saw this car and
It's
it's
only
I
$3
suddenly
million.
yeah,
felt.
3 mil. I was
Not
like,
only that, dude. I
We
suddenly
can't
felt inspired. I saw this car was black and gold. And then I go look it up, and turns out it was one of 10, of which it's gold plated and already sold out to millionaires across the world. I was like, damn, there it goes.
But for
Probably
me,
all
Shit,
to
I'll just
fucking
bookmark
Dubai.
that.
These people in the Dubai buy fucking every like expensive
yeah.
car on the market.
Dude, I
Yeah,
could
but-
see you guys driving like Supras, like Matt, like you guys both get like jet black Supras. That'd be
Supras,
kind of hard as
I would
fuck.
see
see
that.
that. But honestly, the McLaren 720S, eyes on that.
Very respectable
Yeah.
choice.
Do you guys know what that is when he says that?
I got to ride in a
I do.
McLaren like 2 summers ago. I was
Did you?
talking to some chick and her dad owns one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was probably the coolest
Can
thing
you
I've
drive
ever
it?
experienced.
Do you
Dude,
drive it or
dude, she asked. No, I'm not driving.
Yeah, I
it.
don't
But
want
she-
to risk
like,
it,
oh,
yeah.
dude, if I
Dude,
crash
the
that,
doors go up when you get out. Like, God.
oh, dude, I literally, I got mommied for like
was
2
this,
days.
Was this one of your like 17 Indian chicks?
No, she was Middle Eastern.
But yeah, close. Yeah. Damn, dude, you're ethnic girls.
They're so jealous of you right now.
Dude, I'm jealous. Fuck, what you mean?
And then last one, what's the best piece of advice you've received? Or one of?
It's got to be. I know it's one of like the 300 quotes that my dad
To my
has
dad,
said to
yeah,
us.
something
on
my
this
dad
thing.
has told me, but he just says so many things.
He says so many things, bro. It all gets lost, but it makes so much sense like 2 years later. And like
My
I-
dad just says like really just depressing shit. Like he'll be like, "Don't trust fucking anybody. You can only trust yourself." Like shit like that. Like that's the type
Some
of
lone wolf shit.
Yeah, yeah.
his spirit animal is the wolf.
Oh, 100%.
Batman is dad.
Yeah.
What do you think? What quote, Ron?
What's
Dude,
one of them? Just let's
he's-
hear some, like 2 of them.
One of the things he said was like the mark of a man is it was along the lines like it was I can't give it to you straight, but it was like what defines a man is like his ambition, his like drive. And I was like, that's deep.
Yeah,
You know?
I like that.
Sometimes it just hits you out of nowhere. Like at the time when you're listening to your dad lecture to you, you're like, oh man, this is just going on
Shut
and
the
on.
fuck up.
And then like 2 years later, you're going through something and you think back and he's like, damn, he called that.
Yeah,
I was,
that's fair.
Yeah, I was asking him like, how long are you gonna work? Because like he works like 24/7. It's like, and then he's like, I'm doing it till the day I die. Because like that's all that matters is like the ambition and what you're like trying to pursue. And I can't put it together a quote, but it's just along the lines of that.
I get that. I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have one?
Fuck, dude. I can understand why. Like, yeah, being on the hot seat, you can't just
Yeah, I
fucking
wish
think
I-
go on.
I write down so many quotes. Oh, let me see.
My dad told me a
written
quote.
down?
My favorite thing, that's like what I want to give to my kids, is my dad like just been working in like a paper mill since he was like 16 years old. It's our family company, and now he's like 50. So he's been doing that. The only time he took a break was when he was in the army. And I just like the quote of like you like looking at your kid and being like, all you want to do is make their life better than yours, just in like all factors. I'm like, I think that's the shit. That's what I love. He also told me that it was like, I try to live by this. He like always is early. He's like 30 minutes early to anything, like meetings, the gym, not me. Anything. Like he's like early's on time's late, and late's unacceptable. So I've kind of done that, but however, I have been skipping Spanish. So
I got into being late. Like I'm late like a few minutes to everything, and I started that because it pissed my dad off, and I liked it because he would be like, you need to be fucking like 10, 15, 20 minutes early to everything, and it was like a rebellious thing, and now it's just a habit. So I just get to like everything. Like
Cam's one of those girls that tells you his daddy issues.
I did find a quote. This was from the other day. It's like long as fuck, but I liked it. It's from Benny Blanco. I know you know who that is.
That's the he's like a producer, isn't
yeah.
he?
Yeah.
So it was, I urge you, if there's something in your life that you're not sure of, unless it's like murdering your next door neighbor or something, you should do it. Failure is the only thing that can happen. You're either going to be pretty good at it or at least okay at it, or you're going to fail miserably. And I'm okay trying something every day of the week and falling straight on my face. I do a lot of the time, but nobody remembers those times. Nobody remembers how many shots Michael Jordan missed. They remember Michael Jordan fading away with his tongue out. I thought that was a fucking fire.
Put that in the Dave show, dude.
That's how Overstim was born. He saw that next day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
All right, well, that's all I got. Do you guys have anything else you want to add?
I think all good here, but really
drop the promo
appreciate
code.
you guys.
Drop the promo code.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I wrote it down too. All right, well, thank you. Go check out these guys on social media at Raj and Row. Grab some Gymshark merch using their code RR, and follow us on Instagram at OverSimPod. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.